So now we'll be just seeing about the HTML elements. So firstly, let me just I'm just clearing all the concepts for you. So firstly, the HTML element. The HTML element is defined by a start tag, some content, and an end tag. So let me just take this title tag to just show you. Title tag. So this is the start tag, and this is the end tag. This is the end tag, and this is the content in between these tags. So this is all together is called as an HTML element. So this is everything from the start tag to the end tag. So this is the HTML element. The basic the simple thing is this is how the HTML element is defined as. And then let me just show you from this document what are the examples of HTML element. So you can see this heading tag, which is having the start tag, end tag, and some content in between them. So this is also an element, and also you can see the paragraph tag. So it is having a p tag, starting tag, and this is the ending tag. So you can see this p ending tag, and also the content in between it. So this is also an HTML element. So in this way you can just see that anything from the start tag to end tag is defined as the HTML element. And there is a small note that some HTML elements have no content. Let me just tell you, for example, there is a BR tag which is not having any content in it. There is no content in it, and these kind of elements are called as empty elements. So empty elements do not have an end tag. We'll see how this BR looks like. So it doesn't have any content in it. It doesn't have any end element and end tag in it. So I'll just save this, and then let me just go to this Chrome and let's refresh this. And here you can see there is a gap in between this headings and the paragraph. So you can see that this gap is created by this BR tag, which is not having any content in it, and also it's not having any ending tag for it. So this gap has been created. So this is how this BR tag is used, and this BR tag is an example for the tag which is not having any end tag and also any content in it. And then now we'll see about this nested HTML elements. So HTML elements can be nested. Like nested means the elements can contain other elements. So all the HTML documents consist of nested HTML elements. So what does it mean by the like in this example you can see that in the HTML element we are having one more element, that is head element, and also we are having this body element. So in this example we can say that the body element is nested in the HTML element, or else we can even say that this h1 h2 h3 and so on h6 elements and br element, p elements, a element, and image elements, these all are nested in this body element. We can say like this. So this is what the nested HTML elements mean. So let me just tell you, like I explain you like how this is a nested HTML element. Here you can see the HTML element. So the HTML element is the root element, so it defines the whole HTML documents. And here you can see that this is having a start tag and this is having an end tag. And then inside the HTML element there is a body element. Here you can see the body element, and the body element is also having a this will define the document's body, and this is also having some start tag and also the end tag, which you can see over here. And then inside the body element there are two other elements, that those are h1 element and then p elements, like these all heading elements, and br elements, a element, image element, and many more elements we have. And we all know that this h1 will be defining the heading, and this is also having a starting tag, and this is also having an ending tag, so this is an element. And p is also having start and end tag, this is also an element. And we can just see all of them are element which are nested in another element. So this is how this is what the meaning of this nested HTML element. So one important note is that usually sometimes the some HTML elements will display correctly even if you don't give this ending tag. So if you forget this ending tag, they may also they may give the correct results, like they may display correctly. But never rely on this, because there might be some unexpected results by doing this, and there may be errors occurring if you forget the end tag. So just don't do that, like just don't forget to give the end tag. To just do To avoid forgetting the end tag, all you can do is you can do like this. Like if you just start a tag, just give the end tag there itself, and in between them you start giving the content and all. In that way you can just make sure to get give this ending tag for every starting tag. And as I have told you, this br element, like the elements which do not have any content in them, are called as empty elements. And so these kind of elements also exist, and here in this example, this br tag is the break tag, this line break. So it will be giving some gap between both the lines, like this one and this one. So it will create some gap between them. And another important note is that you all should remember that, like, this HTML is not case sensitive. What do I mean by not case sensitive? See, if a particular language or particular document is case sensitive, we can just give. So let's say I have given capital P instead of the small p. So will it change the outcome of my document, like how it looks on the browser? Let's see. Let me just save this. Let me just save this by using Control S, and then let's go back to the page and let's refresh this. Is it changing anything? No. So this means that if you give the capital P or the small p, the output will be same. So this is actual meaning of being a case, not being the case sensitive. So the uppercase or lowercase doesn't make any difference to the output. But usually we recommend to use this small lowercase letters for us, because they are uh, it because this document is stricter with the types like XHTML. So it's usually recommendable to use this lowercase letters and all in this HTML.